Hello, folks. Howdy. How we doing? Well, the game's vanished. That's no good. There we go. Very good. Oh, how is everyone? How are we doing on Thursday? I'm not supposed to be streaming today, but my brain burned out. I did too much work. I had something to run by people. Maybe I'll wait until a few more people filter in. I've been fighting myself over this little Odyssey video. I just need to put it out. I'm so bad at releasing an unfinished project, or unfinished according to my usual standards. Anyway, you're gonna do some maths. It's a different sort of like this. It's like it activates a different part of the brain to the writing. I can do this. This feels like a break. Yeah, I wrote the Odyssey video. It's got to a point where like I could finish it and make it to what I think is good. Or I can do what I was planning to do and just make like a little sketch of a video and put it out. Because it's like, if it's a little Patreon sketch, it's done. And I just need to put it up. Because there's no conclusion to it, it's hard. Oh no, we got the exciting song. I skipped this. The song's too fun. I wish you could skip song. I don't think you can. It's too exciting, this one. I struggle with getting to a point in a project where I'm like, there you go, there's no conclusion to this one, there's just a bunch of things. Have it, I don't know what it's asking for here. We have colors now. It's saying shape 0 line count. Now, if this is shape 0, then it's 3. If not, then the square is 4. It's ridiculous, this, isn't it? It's too exciting. Okay, the shape is the white. Because that's the alphabet. Oh my god, I can barely hear myself. Hang on. Sorry, it's ridiculous. I can't read or hear myself think. That's what you meant. We see the world in 2 dimensions, which eliminates depth. For us humans, our horizontal movement is our easiest to control. We can run along the ground for long distances. We cannot jump high up or low. Our field of vision is biased for the horizontal axis. Another good point. We can see much wider than we can tall, since our eyes are at the same vertical but different horizontal. Depth perception we typically order last. Our 2 eyes do not help. My granny Beth had 1 good eye. Couldn't pour coffee if it was to save her life. She'd misjudge and pour it all on the table. Oh, where's the customer? Sorry for your grammar. Oh, acres! I skipped one there. But, I feel like that was a valuable contribution to the conversation. Given that the aliens organized depth before verticality, and reason that they prioritized their depth perception over vertical, you're saying if Granny were an alien, she'd have no issue pouring coffee. That might be an oddly succinct way to put it. But you were just saying this for a second. They've got tons of eyes. 8 eyes, because they're spiders. I think. Ugh. Yeah. If everything goes well, then I'll put that Patreon-only video up on the weekend. And then we'll go back and actually put out the one that's been up there on my Patreon. Like the public one. And then I can move on to the next project. Boo Patreon only. I will paste it in the Twitch chat for you all. I don't feel comfortable putting something of that quality up publicly. You know. This is 4. I can count. I can count lines. I don't get it. They told us what Nintendo they were displaying. Why have I still called this Nintendo? Doppler is in here. Doppler, come on in. It's rare to have you in the translation room, but we're happy to have you. Absolutely everything is alright. Also, hi, Batista. Hi. The glowing orbs circling the meteor's metal muscle have stopped changing colors. Orbs circling the meteor's metal muscle. They've stopped changing colors. They've become dark red. Calibrating. Explain. They're calibrating our visual system to display their range of colored lights. The red is Nintendo 0. I need to fucking change Nintendo to be color. What are you doing streaming on a Thursday? Oh, I got sick of video work, so I'm streaming instead. That's the range of Nintendo values they'll submit, 0 to 64. In the visual window, I will update to display their color spectrum. Then you take those color wavelengths and calibrate your end alongside the meteor. Okay, will do. Sorry for the intrusion. Alright, let's first of all go into the dictionary. with the... Hang on. If we edit it to the American, will they say anything? No. Unfortunately, the American makes me look sick when I look at it. There we go. Co-law. There we are. Colour with our wonderful U in there. I'm playing Pokemon Pocopia. That's it. Doesn't that game have quite a bleak setting? Isn't it post-apocalyptic? Make another channel for low effort stuff. Oh, I don't want to. Even having that be public, it will shame me. You know, I'll show you lot, and I'll show the Patreon crowd, and that's it. I'm happier that way. Plus, if I know something's going to be private, I get to be meaner in that. You know, I don't have to watch my language as much. Body color greater than -1 and body color less than 65. Pumpkin color equals 0. So this is telling us, like, this is calibrating the color spectrum. Are you doing a video where you cancel Fizzy? No, I'm making a little video about the Odyssey. But it's not good enough to put out publicly, and I can't be bothered making it so. So I'm just gonna put it out privately. And you were spot on, Batista. The orbs are white. Yep. Blindingly bright white, the end of their color spectrum. Color 64. It goes from red to white. I spoke with my colleague. He says the color data should be patching right in. I see it. I'll have the color viewer up soon. Perfect. No intrusion, Doppler. You're welcome here anytime. Oh, they're all so polite. Jeez, he's in a hurry. His team has investigated a motionless meteor for nearly 4 months, and now its coloured orbs have finally come to life. He's happy to see some change in the room. About that professor who did... I talk about Emily Wilson a little bit on her translation, but it's about the... For people who didn't know, there was a right-wing sort of culture war YouTuber sort of circle jerk about it for like more than a month up to its release, and then a like meltdown after its release, because they were all predicting it was going to fail because they saw the trailer and they saw that it had a trans actor in it and a black actor in it, so they were like like, it's went woke, it's gonna go broke. And then it didn't. And then they sort of splintered off into different conspiracy theories. So there's people who think that the box office receipts are fake because the movie studio has been bulk buying tickets to see the movie in order to make it look like it's not a failure, which is great. Because movie studios love financing movies and then paying double to pretend that people are seeing the movies. Like, why are they doing any of that? Usually they swap to saying it's actually right-wing. See, that's what Ben Shapiro tried to get them to do that, but failed. Because, like while he can accept something as having a diverse cast and then say it's got conservative themes, like, the more fashy people can't. Like, they cannot get past the fact that a black woman was cast to play Helen of Troy. They won't accept that. It could be like the most conservative story in the world. They can't move past it. Emily Wilson's review is the Lament of a Humorist Festival. Yeah, that's a really bad movie review. I actually agree with some of her positions, but I think she's not a movie reviewer. And also, I don't want. There's a kind of academic meanness to it that I think should stop. You know what I mean? Like I don't like that shit. You know, the sort of I think she's been just quite foolish in it. Honestly, it comes across as possessive and arrogant. Honestly, to me, like, yeah, the thing is, Christopher Nolan isn't making Homer's Odyssey, right? He's making the Odyssey. It's a take on the story of the Odyssey, which Homer is. Like, those stories existed before they were written down by whoever the hell Homer was. You know? Like, yeah, she's like, I don't want to tell her own business or anything, but like, if your job is, you know, in classics, and then a movie comes out and it's like gets a whole bunch of people really interested in classics. I'm not saying she should feel indebted to Nolan for selling a lot of copies of her book, although he did. But you'd be excited about all the people getting interested in the stories, right? Which she says she is, but like, if she is, then she's not helping that, is she? By to fucking like dive bombing the movie right after it comes out. Yeah, as soon as she, like, some of the things she says, I think are valid, um, and some of the things that I think are a little embarrassing, frankly, and kind of unfair. You know, not appraising the movie on its own merits, but rather appraising it as like a textual translation of Homer's Odyssey, which it isn't. You know. Anyway, I don't really talk about her review though. I talk about her translation a fair amount. Um, because the right wing grifters have a really interesting relationship with her translation. It's funny in that they're sort of on the same side, but for opposite reasons. Like they like, obviously they don't know anything about different translations of Homer. They don't have a clue. They haven't read the Odyssey at all in any translation. But because Emily Wilson's a woman, hers is the woke translation. And that's it. That's like, what more do you need? Woman. She wrote a woke translation of Homer. And because Christopher Nolan said that her translation was one of his inspirations, that's why he's made a woke movie. You see, like, we've found a woman to blame it on. Is how it goes. Um, the really interesting thing I talk about in this little video, though, is they use her translation as a way to not just, they blame Nolan's woke movie on his basing it on this translation, but there are things in the Odyssey which they deem woke, which certain people use her translation to excuse. Right? Like the Odyssey, like in Homer's Odyssey, in any translation you read, Odysseus cries a lot, right? I saw a wonderful tweet. It was like, there was a tweet listing out a bunch of things that were like the anti-woke poster for We're Wrong with the Odyssey, and they were all silly. I talk about that. But then there was a reply to that saying, the original Odyssey you would call woke too. Odysseus cries all the way through that, which is true. He frequently cries. And then there's a response to that saying, no, you read the translation by that R-worded woman. You need to read the original text. Right? So they're blaming Odysseus crying like on Emily Wilson's translation. Like anything they don't like about the original is now coming from Emily Wilson's translation. Like Homer is too woke. So they have to strip out parts of it and blame it on the nearest available woman. Hang on. Let's have a little look at the visual window. Oh god. Look at that. Is this color? Pumpkin color is... It would be 32 then, wouldn't it? I got like 4 pages into it a million years ago. Yeah, he really cries. I read out a section about how much Odysseus cries. Ooh. Oh god, is it gonna make me do... It can't. It's gotta be a flat thing, right? So this is like doing what's 15.6% of 64, you know? Because I don't have a thing here. I sympathize with some of the underlying frustration. Yeah. Like, there is one aspect, like, I like Nolan's Odyssey, even though I went back and watched Oppenheimer and enjoyed that as well. But I haven't ever liked a Christopher Nolan movie before these last two. Like, sorry, I made myself cough because I was laughing. And I like the message of it. Like, I like Odysseus as sort of aware of his actions, and I think that's an interesting take on the character. But I think if you're going to write it like that, then there's one aspect that doesn't really make sense, and it's that he comes home and does a school shooting on all the suitors, right? And that's okay. But Odysseus, as he is up until that point, would not just start murdering a room full of people. He would, at the very least, give them a chance to escape, right? Which I thought that was what he was gonna do, but because they set up that he plucks his bow in order to like give the prey a chance to escape, you know. What he wouldn't do is bar the doors and then just start murdering people. Like, that's almost like Nolan felt like he could change some aspects of it, but not the conclusion, even though him messing with the character before the ending means that the ending now doesn't really make sense, you know? I find all of Nolan's work very strange and unrelatable. I just, until chronologically Oppenheimer, I've found all of his movies to be very boring. Like, sometimes quite visually cool and have particular cool scenes, but just a slog otherwise. All right, Well, if we just sort of estimate here, you know, midway between 0 and 16 would be 8, and then midway between 8 and 16. Well, we'll start with 11 and count up. Unless it wants a decimal point. I'm not doing the maths. Shit. Oh, fuck. Go down one. Is it gonna... Hey! There we go. Just cheat. Batista, you seem to really like computers. It's a fun thing to say to him after 15 weeks of working on a computer with him. Nothing gets past you. Ah, they're aware of it. I'd love computers too if I were as good with them as you are. Is that how you see it? Skill precedes passion. If I were a musical prodigy, then I'd play music all day. Interesting. Interesting. You have it reversed. And how's that? If you play music all day, you become a musical prodigy. I'd be a musical prodigy if I was born with the talent of a prodigy. Oh no, I don't agree with this. Would you not become a prodigy? I don't believe in talent. This is either 49 or 50. Just eyeball it. No maths. There we go. It should have been August to adapt. It would have made everyone into a Bronze Age freak. He would have made Pattinson and Odysseus. Who would be the best? Who would be the worst to do an Odyssey movie? I want to see Michael Bay's Odyssey. I want to see Wes Anderson's Odyssey. Visuals now use their color range. Huh? What does that mean? Oh, they mean in the actual visualizer. Human visual spectrum, alien visual spectrum. They have a wider visual spectrum than us. They can see more than we can. That's probably going to be irritating. Alright. Midway between 48 and 64, and then slightly less than that. That's how I'm choosing to do this. So we'll go with 52. 51. That's probably 50 then, isn't it? Oh no, hang on, I'm well off here. What am I talking about? Ugh. Can you turn up the... Oh yeah, we've got music. It's just, it's too exciting. Alright, that's fine, isn't it? What do we reckon, like 20? I'm turning it down when it gets to the really exciting one again, though. Wow, I can't work this out. I'm gonna have to actually do the maths, or just count upwards. You know, and wind everyone up. It's gotta be one of these. We'll hit it eventually. Hey. Do you think the aliens get annoyed when we do that? Oh god. Over 1,600 signals. What the hell is it drawing? Over 1,600 signals for one draw. What exactly are they drawing for us? What the hell is that? What equals draw? I mean, is that them? That's what they look like? Yeah, that's them. They're quadrupeds with 4 arms with eyes in. Do you like Zachtronics games? I do, a lot, yeah. Something you should see for yourself sometime. What is it, Collins? Depends on our interpretation and confidence in Signal 45. Dr. Shaun's interpretation of aliens. We believe the meteor has sent us a portrait of aliens. Whoa. Incredible, right? The render is quite low in detail, bound by the amount of signals it takes to produce a draw transmission. The transmission was over 1,600 signals. They should have slapped a picture of it on the meteorite. Alan took a picture to show you. Photo from aliens. Here you go, boss. Huh. So that's aliens. If only we were confident in our understanding of Signal 45. That brings us to my hypothesis. If we were to create a message with visual capabilities, what would be our first message to share? A circle to calibrate the resolution. Send planet Earth, our sending address. Those are both sensible ideas. Since you have something else in your mind. What is it? Picture of a human. Like they put on the plaque. In spider news, Artemis had 2 small crickets in there with her, and I didn't see her get either of them. But when I went down this morning, she seems really fat, so I guess she had them at some point, because she seems chunkier. Nyx is not Cortez, and the little one, Oti, is not out of... She's in Malta, I think, because she's just hanging out in her egg the whole time. Stand by my answer. Sending a picture of Earth to aliens. We'll tell them who sent it, from where, and it's... I mean, I don't think we need to compete about it, you know? Working on a colour display is amazing. I believe the aliens have sent their first self-portrait. They're sort of like spiders. Act 3 complete. Act 4 begins. We are what, like a quarter of the way through it by acts? New signal. I'm still thinking about that last transmission. What in the world was that? It was so lengthy. Alright, new computer update. Now the compiler prints all the output signals at once. No more giant scroll. I love that part. I did as well. I thought that was fun. Really? Yeah, it was great. Okay. I'll push new update. It will do the full print for transmissions below 256 signals. Otherwise it condenses. You do that for me? Oh, that's sweet. Aw. That's nice. You're playing Overwatch again, Lexi. What is this then? It looks like 4 legs and then 4 like appendages, which look like they have like eyes or something. So they're like omnidirectional and they have like a central kind of body. They added another Korean girl in a mech. What, have they run out of ideas? What's that about? You can't just do that. Biscuits. Biscuits 1, Biscuits 2, etc, Biscuits 6, etc, 26, etc. Yeah, we get it. Well, you're just sort of counting in general. 1, 2, 6. The ETCs mean it's impossible to read anything into that. That's just a list of numbers. She's also a tank. What are you talking about? Overwatch. Name is not... No, not Demon. That... No. No, that's not right. Demon. Another tank that is a Korean lady in a mech suit. Well, I'm not happy about that. Alright. Signal 56. Oh, don't do this. We've already got biscuits, and I don't know what that means. What do we got? Mouse equals biscuits, count 1. Mouse 1 equals biscuits 1, count 1. Mouse 2 equals biscuits 2, count 1. Oh, fuck. Count 1. Mouse 3 equals biscuits 3, count 3. Okay, I don't get this, but... Oh, fuck you. Count 1 then. Just stays the same. Wonderful. Hey guys, check it out. It's draw again. I want to see what they're drawing. Okay, fine. You do as you wish. You're the leader of this team. Check out the visual. What have we got here? Okay. We got one body with a smaller body next to it. Great. Just guessing. They have a hero called Jet. Have they made the Jetpack Cat? Did they put that in? Is that an actual... Did they make that one? Oh no, they didn't, did they? You know, the hamster was where they really started to go wrong. Well, it's not either of the two new signals. We're back to the fun song. I can't think while this one's on. I feel like I'm in a fucking nightclub or something. Alright. What did we learn from these two? That's just a list of biscuits. And then this is something biscuits, count 1. Oh god. It'll be fun watching you try to get to the solution of this one. Mouse 1 equals biscuits 1, count 1. Mouse 2 equals biscuits 2, count 1. That I don't get. I don't. Zero idea about that one. And then this one we have 2 bodies. One purple, one yellow. And it looks like, you know, a purple planet with a yellow moon, maybe. And the answer isn't either of the new things. Sideways snowman. I'm not allowed to send that. Huh. It's drawing 2 bodies, so I don't think the word body will work. Yeah. It's the Earth and our beloved moon. The scale's a bit wonky for that, though, isn't it? I do have an Earth signal, but I think that's more like probably going to be like humans or humanity or something like that. Mouse 1 equals biscuits 1, count 1. Oh, I just wrote mouse. And biscuits, but I didn't put a number after it. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, forgot the 1. Okay. This one's just mouse something equals draw, right? Mouse 1, draw. And then it drew 2 bodies. This one's drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bodies. Idea available. Help me, team. I get it. I get it. We have... Acres doesn't use commas where he should sometimes. We have to respond with the number that follows mouse. We're naming it or labeling it. But what do we go on? The visual window provides a one true clue. I just see a cluster of 3 bodies circled by 3 more mini bodies. 3 is what they're looking for. Either or 6, but it wasn't 6. It must be, hang on. Maybe we try 4, because we say the middle ones are all touching, so maybe it's 4 distinct bodies. Possibly. We try. Acres said 3. Acres was correct, but I don't know why. Alright, so is this number of yellow things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Let's just try 6. For number of yellow things. Alright, great. What? Don't do that to me. How the hell am I supposed to read this? Alright, 1 sec. So mouse amount essentially is... That's whatever the small yellow dots are. This one is very big. What's this? It's a hefty message, but it's not making any sense. We have 18 GOVs labeled 0 to 17. Why? They're just lumping a bunch of biscuits together. Is your calculator brain picking up any pattern? This is not math, it's something else. It's organized like a table. If it isn't math, then what are the starting points that the aliens work from? What else do we have in common? Why are there 18 GOVs? 18 groups. What do we have 18 of? Is it chemistry? don't like these isotopes and half-lives. Well, I don't know. There's 18 chemicals. No, there aren't. $18. There were only 4 elements. Until the Fire Nation attacked. Alright, what do we got here? This is just different groups, right? And what, though? Where is V0? Alright. 1, 3, 11, 19, 37. They are sending us the periodic table. That's what this is. Okay, 1 is... Okay, 4, 12, V0. Okay, so 20. They hid that in there, and then the rest are all down the bottom. Right, so it's 20... 2, 10, 18. Oh. It's really past time to rename GOV. Are we just going to go with group? Because it's now... It's using this as groups, but not geometric groups, right? So I feel comfortable being like, that is not a geometry thing. That is like that's a more general group. We have a visual for this now. Okay. If biscuits count above biscuits 1 count, then oh god. Hang on, what is biscuits then? If we're in chemistry, is this like amount of things in an atom, you know? That's what the little these are, right? Is this like, what's that? Fuck, I don't know anything. Or in a chemical bond, you know? We have an idea. We're dealing with biscuits, but why is count here? They're sorting the biscuits by frequency. As in abundance in the universe. That's a pretty big hint there, game. Thank you very much, though. In the reference, we have chemistry. There are elemental abundances. Haha. So I'm gonna say biscuits is element. An atomic element? Why would they organize their periodic table in the exact same fashion as us? Does the periodic table... I don't know about this. It's universal. See, that if it's... That's what I was going to ask. Is it based on, like, its actual physical organization into a table? Is that based on the actual properties of the elements? Because I didn't know that. That's quite cool. Shaun doesn't know something. I often don't know things. There was someone in here yesterday being a real arsehole about my inability to do square roots in my head. It's like, Jesus Christ. Well, I'm not. Why am I not allowed to be bad at something? I'm bad at some things. Now that'll be something. If we can discuss elements, we can open a whole new world of communication. Nobody can do square roots. No, listen. I'm not a math guy. I don't often square things, you know. That's interesting, though. Because I didn't know that. I thought that was just the game being like, sort of, we're gonna, you know, throw you a bone here and have them use the same periodic table, but yeah. If element variable count is greater than this element variable count, then group 0. If element v2 count is less than element v3 count, then group 0. Group 0, element 1 to 8, question mark 10. Don't really get this, but... Jesus. One, two, eight, question mark 10. I guess carbon is what it's asking me for. But it's not. Alright. 1, 2. Oh, it's element. I have to type in element. Okay. Element 6. Wee. Wee. Oh my goodness, Batista, that's how you define a planet. Hmm? The reference tab, I was looking through it, my goodness. You ruined the info I gave you. A large sphere smaller than the star that orbits a star. What's incorrect? It's missing both nuance and cold hard facts. You've ruined it, I tell you, you've ruined it. Having the essence is enough for us to progress. Pluto is here. Good old Pluto. Mouse area is smaller than the pumpkin. Brilliant. 8, 27. What the hell? 9 planets. This is set decades ago, isn't it? Before the big change. Yeah, 8 to the power of 27 mouse is smaller than a pumpkin. it's, one mouse. What's this one pumpkin zero? It's like, oh god, I don't know. Is this just saying an atom, I assume, or some other chemical element? I don't know what mouse is exactly. Is smaller than the asteroid. That can't be right, can it? I mean, I get that. It is. Alright, fine. Yeah. We're starting out very general on our what's bigger and smaller things. I mean, atoms are smaller than most things, aren't they? It's probably atom. I am going to change the A's to larger and smaller because this is physically larger and smaller, isn't it? Larger or smaller